The price of trying is sometimes failure. I'm making this video because my visa application process did not work out for me. I was planning on moving to Spain and I was pretty lackadaisical in my approach and a little bit naive, oblivious, dumb, maybe, to do this. I've been traveling Europe for 4 months now, basically. Started in Lisbon for a month, and it was only supposed to be a month in Lisbon, but I could not see myself going home at all. So I was like, Spain has a good and easy visa process that I would qualify for, or so I thought. So my plan was, okay, let me ditch the flight home, stay in France, stay with my friend in Scotland, then come down to Spain, apply for the visa, stay here. And so yeah, I got an apartment here. This is my apartment. I love my apartment. I made so many friends that I also love. I celebrated my 26th birthday on Sunday and had so much fun. I have made some of the most incredible memories, like genuinely. Some of the most incredible people I have met along the way that I will never forget and hopefully rekindle friendships with as I'm traveling. But it's all coming to an end. And I'm making this video just to remind myself that I have failed a lot in my life. And that is only because I have taken some big risks in my life. And the price of taking risks is failure sometimes. And I think that's part of the human experience that is not only inevitable, but it is so beneficial for you to fail, learn to fail, be okay with failing. So I'm not okay with failing, and I've been crying a lot about how I feel like things don't work out for me, which is crazy because so much stuff has worked out for me. So many things have fallen into place. I've lived such a crazy and fulfilling life to be only 26. Sometimes I have a very, very hard time seeing that and giving myself credit for that. But when I was talking to my parents the other day, I was telling them about how I'm feeling like a failure, feeling like I failed again. And they said to me, Ava, you have lived more life than we have even had the opportunity to. Like, you have seen 15 countries. You have lived, I can't say I lived in New York City, but I lived just outside of the city, okay? Like, I moved away alone. I was a flight attendant. I've traveled solo to Japan and Colombia and Spain, Portugal. I have met friends from all over the world and fallen in love with strangers and whatever. Like, I have done so much, and I've taken the chance on myself over and over and over again. And yes, this hasn't been seamless. This is breaking my heart that I have to go home and for now give up on this visa. I plan to come back in 3 months and try it again. But it just comes down to you never know if you don't try. And I am continuously just trying to learn how to be okay with the word no, like failing in general, trying to be okay with things not working out on the first try, because I am taking some risks that some people are too scared to do. Some people have never gone anywhere alone, even a small trip alone. So the way that I tried to move countries alone and have moved states alone and just traveled alone in general, it just speaks volumes for the life that is still continuing to unfold for me and that will work out for me. But I'm just making this video because 6 months ago, what was it, in September? Wow, that's like 9 months ago. I had just quit my job as a flight attendant, and I was crying every single day because I was so stressed out. And I kept saying, like, I really saw no point to living. I really didn't. I didn't think life would ever get better because I didn't want to move back home to Kentucky. And I was so scared for how drastically my life was going to change. But then, since then, I've started a new job. I love my coworkers. I love the people I work with. They really take care of each other like family. And then my mom got cancer. She made it through cancer, was able to be home with her during most of the process. And then in March, I left for Portugal. Now it's June, and every day has been like a dream since I got over to Europe. And I'm saying Europe in general because obviously I was in Portugal, France, Belgium, Scotland, and now Spain. Ever since I got to Europe, I feel like I've seen a point to living again and have the audacity to try and not give up. And I value connection so much more. I was so lonely when I lived in New Jersey and so lonely in my last job. And I think most of my life I struggled to feel like I have belonged really anywhere. I've always struggled to feel really connected. I felt really connected to my friends in college or in parts of high school, but after that, I've struggled to feel really connected, and especially to my environment. I never felt like a strong sense of home in my environment. And I've finally started to feel at home. I feel really at home in Spain and my routines, and even just traveling, I feel at home, even though it's not home. But the connections I have made have given me a very great sense of belonging that I have probably longed for probably my entire life. I feel really loved, and I feel like wherever I travel to, wherever I go, I always make friends that I connect with so well that I never felt like I don't really meet a lot of people in Kentucky. I don't really make friends super quickly, and I don't relate to people often in Kentucky. I mean, my hometown especially. So the fact that I've made friends from all over the world that I feel so connected to is honestly such a blessing. It's a blessing to feel sad to leave. But I think just trying and trying and trying and trying and trying again, eventually you're going to be okay with failing, and I'll just keep trying. I don't know. But we'll see what this next chapter holds. It's kind of scary to announce like you're moving to Spain and then tell everyone it didn't work out. But it's going to at some point. Or maybe I don't come back to Spain. Maybe Spain isn't my final destination. Maybe somewhere else will be. Who knows? But we'll see what happens when I get back to the US. I know my family's excited to see me. I would say my friends as well, but like I said, I don't have very many friends waiting for me back at home, which is okay. I think I have more friends that live all over the world now than I do in my hometown, which is good. It's fine. But that's that. And I don't know what the point of this video is. Maybe documentation purposes, maybe inspiration purposes. I have no idea. But that's the story. That's life. And yeah, dare to take a freaking risk. That's all I can say.